Hey everyone, Chef Leroy here and welcome to the channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I have a product review today. I like to do some of these once in a while, and today I'm going to review P.F. Chang's beef products that they have. One is a beef and broccoli and the other one is a Mongolian style beef. All right. Now directions are fairly similar. So what you want to do, and it says not to do these like 2 bags at a time, always do one at a time. What it says on here says to preheat a skillet, a nonstick skillet, for 2 minutes. Then add the product. It says cover and cook for 4 minutes, and then uncover it and then cook additional 5 to 7 minutes or until it actually thickens. The sauce should thicken up. And the other key thing is to make sure it's 165 degrees. All right, so that's the Mongolian beef. Now, beef and broccoli, similar directions. Preheat your skillet, nonstick, for 2 minutes, add the product, cover it, but this one it says to cover only for 2 minutes, and then uncover it and cook 9 to 11 minutes, stirring occasionally, and then and also until the sauce thickens. And I'm pretty sure this one will say stirring occasionally as well. Okay, so that's the differences between these two items. Okay, so I got a pan preheating. Let's get this on. All right, my pan is preheated. Again, it's 2 minutes. So we're going to start with the Mongolian beef. Now, it does say right on this instructions here also not to do 2 bags at a time. I don't know why, but that's what they say. Let's go ahead and add the ingredients. Well, it looks good so far. Got some peppers in there, onion, green beans. We will cover it. And again, it didn't say anything about adding oil. Let's go ahead and set the timer, 4 minutes. All right, my 4-minute timer just went off. It doesn't look much hotter than it was, but I'm just gonna follow the directions. Okay, now the pan is uncovered. We are going to cook this on a medium to high temperature for 5 to 7 minutes, stirring often until the sauce thickens. All right, guys, so it did take me longer than the 7 minutes. It took more like about 12 minutes to get this to thicken up. And just keep in mind, your pan does make a difference. This is the thicker pan, so you know what? Just kick that temperature up. Get it hotter. And I'd say it's ready to roll. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off my stove. That looks pretty nice, honestly. All right, well, I'm going to put it into a different bowl. I'm going to clean out my Thai pan, and I'm going to get it back on to try that broccoli, beef and broccoli. Wow, that looks nice, huh, guys? Whew. There you go. Mongolian beef. I love it. All right, the pan is nice and hot after 2 minutes, and go ahead and add your product. All right, now we're going to cover the pan up and cook it for 2 minutes. All right, 2-minute timer, done. Open it up. So we're just going to mix it in a little bit. This one goes from 9 to 11 minutes of cook time. So let's go all the way to the 11 mark. Although now that I've figured out timing on the pan, I may not have to go all the way to that 11. But I'll set it at 11. 11 minutes, okay? You're basically going to cook it until it thickens up. The sauce thickens. All right, guys, at about the 6-minute mark, I covered the pan. And the reason I did that is that broccoli was very undercooked, so it wasn't blanched very long before they froze it. So that's why I put a cover on top to let that broccoli finish a little bit quicker. So sometimes you have to really watch the product that you buy, and you will have to make adjustments to the temperature of the pan, covering the pan, to make sure that everything is cooking properly. If the vegetable is really al dente or very kind of undercooked in the way it seems to be, covering the pan is the way to go. Here I'm trying to actually push through with my rubber spoon here, my wok spoon, and I can't even break the broccoli through with it. So it was pretty tough yet, so I'm going to go ahead and add that cover back on top, and that does just add more time to the cook time. Another thing you can try is Use a fork just to see how tender that broccoli is. If it's really tough to get that fork in there, obviously it's not quite done. So I'm going to go ahead and add the cover back on and cook it for a little bit more time. Cover it. Turn the pan all the way down to medium. I'm going to cook it for an additional 4 minutes. The sauce already had gotten pretty thick, as I'll take the cover off quick and you can see. So it looks really nice, but I just want the broccoli to be just a little bit more tender. It's pretty al dente. Minutes, if you don't mind. I'll show you what that broccoli looks like when it is done. Okay, timer just went off. Go ahead and pull the cover off. Still got it nice and thick. Now we'll check the broccoli for the doneness, because that was our issue, right? Oh yeah, that's a lot better, honestly. I like that better. All right, so that was an additional 4 minutes with a cover on to get that broccoli done just a little bit more. Let's go ahead and give it a taste. All right, that's pretty darn good. So I would say that because there's kind of a lot of sodium in here, I can taste it. I would definitely serve it with a neutral rice, white rice. Don't over season the rice because it will be a little too strong. So, all right. So there you go. A little review on some P.F. Chang's beef and broccoli and Mongolian beef. And I think both products are actually pretty good. Just you might have to tweak your cooking method just slightly. But otherwise, that's what I got for you guys today. I'll show you what this looks like when I dish it up. I'll send you a picture of it with this video. You'll see just how I did it. But Chef Leroy, and I'm out.